Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bearded Family YouTube channel. This is our first long video in quite some time, so hopefully you enjoy it. Today we are butchering some chickens, but we're kind of doing it a little bit differently. I mean, you got still the same basic dispatch them, scald them, pluck them, that sort of thing, but instead of eviscerating them and removing their insides, water's a little too hot, so I'm trying to be kind of cautious here. We're just piecing them out whole. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, we got my lovely assistant today. Here we've got a pretty much clean plucked bird. Still got to go through and remove the legs, right? Or the feet, I guess you'd call them. And then this would be where, you know, you go through and remove the neck and the head and all that kind of stuff, the crop, windpipe, come around, open the cavity, remove the innards, but we're not doing that. So my lovely assistant will show you how to do it. We've got a pretty good routine down where she starts cutting the meat and then I come through and follow up and deal with dispatching the birds. And for dispatching, we just put them in our dispatching cones. Got our dispatching cones here. I tie their legs up because otherwise they flip and flop and kick out, and that's just no good. We've got our it's our dump trailer, but we've got some pallets in there. It keeps them kind of cornered. So it's a good spot to put them and while they're waiting, I guess you could say. Oh man, she's so fast. So fast. So you can see she's popped the thighs off and the legs. Drumsticks, you could call them. And she's using the wings to kind of help stabilize the bird. And she's going in and just removing the skin. And the biggest reason why we do this is we don't eat a great deal of whole birds. And last weekend we processed 10. We kept those whole. That is more than enough whole chicken for us throughout the year. And so now this just kind of gives us a leg up on our packaging day, right? We don't have to then bring in all these whole birds. They're taking up extra room in the fridge. Taking up more room in the fridge or cooler or whatever. How'd that little steel job do?
It helped.
Yeah, sweet. So what you see is we now have a bowl full of breast and a bowl full of thighs, drumsticks, and wings. Tomorrow, we'll go through and process these down even further, take the bones out, maybe take the skin off. I don't know, I haven't decided. We don't do a lot of like skin on type stuff. So, and then, you know, if we were to ever gift these to folks, I guess you would probably want to keep the skin on with like your wings and your drumsticks and thighs and things. Probably a lot of this is actually going to get processed into ground chicken, which we did that last year. And I think that worked really well. Made really good like chicken tacos or, you know.
Yeah, we made chicken burgers.
Yeah, we did. We did make chicken burgers. I forgot about that.
Yeah, lots of chicken stuff.
Yeah, it worked.
When you're cooking, especially when you're out, you know, you have to work all day, you come home, it's already nice.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut it apart. You don't have to work at it too hard.
That's it. And a lot of times with like the bone-in stuff, we'll use our Instant Pot and I just pop it in there and cook it on whatever. And then it usually just falls right off the bone. It's still a hassle. And then like the drumsticks, you have all the connective tissue and things that you have to tend to, and that's just a pain in the butt.
There it is. This is the hard part, is trying to get it.
So one thing we're talking about for next year is building some V trays. I know a guy who's like a fabricator. And so we'll get some thin stainless, build some V trays, because it actually works really well to take your wings off, then your thighs, and then you can go after the breast. But with all that gone, the body of the bird just kind of flops around. And
as you see.
Yeah, as you can see there.
It doesn't hold itself up. With the wing, though, it helps.
Kind of
hold
props it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we've got our yard bird plucker, which is filthy because we've been doing lots of chickens. Scald pot, try to maintain 150, as close to 150 as we can. It seems like anything lower than 150, the feathers don't really come out. Anything over 150, and we had one yesterday. It actually kind of started to cook the chicken a little bit, and not good. And it's not even that much over 150.
No, I think it was like 155 or something.
Yeah, it was just over. Plus, too, when you pop it in the plucker, it goes through and just tears the skin up. And it's, to me,
Not sanitary.
right. I'm a weirdo when it comes to germs and things. So to me, it's just an open invitation for salmonella, and nobody wants salmonella. Yeah. So this is essentially the gutless method.
Yeah, it's all contained.
Everything is still in the cavity. She's way better at cutting off like the thighs and the wings, and I'm better at handling the breasts.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I do pretty good for the most part. It's just right there at the wing. It's kind of hard.
So what works really well is, let's see if we can get over here and see it a little bit better. So the bottom side, I'm not going to touch it because I have dirty gloves, but
There's a ridge. It's kind of like the
right,
bone.
that's probably where your ribs are and everything.
Yeah, because your ribs are under here.
Yep. And so that's basically where the breast connects to the main part of the bird.
Yep, and
And then she's just kind of following those bones around and peeling that meat down. Back in here, you do want to be careful because that is where you can get in and actually
get your guts.
get into the bits that you don't want to get into. And then up around the breastbone or the
Collarbone.
wishbone. Wishbone. Up around the wishbone too is kind of a tricky spot.
I
But
found that if you kind of start at one end at the base here,
oh yeah.
and you can kind of just
And then just come in
set
and
your
almost fillet it.
yeah.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
your knife just kind of
Look
follows
at that.
it real nice, like.
Just fillets right off of there.
And then you get down in here, and you gotta kind of have to.
So then here's where you're gonna follow the breastbone. Look at that.
I think I got some of the bone there because
Yeah.
it broke.
Just peel that bit off of there.
There you go.
Bada boom. She jiggled it. No, hold on now.
What you wanted to look?
So, as you can see, cleaned up really well. Now, if you wanted to get the gizzard out, if you were so inclined to eat those sort of things, or even the liver.
Here, you can see it's the guts down in there.
Yep. There's your liver. Yeah, you could use that for catfish bait. They say it works really well. You could probably eat it too, if you were so inclined to do that. Or the heart. You can just pop in, pop them out, done deal. No muss, no fuss. You don't have to mess with the guts. Because when you're dealing with chickens, the guts, anything within the digestive system is where you're going to get your salmonella. Have I had goo on my face the whole time?
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
if it's goo though. What is it? Snot?
I don't know.
I don't know. You can hardly see it.
Okay. We are going to do some more. Scald Pots 150. Which one was it? This one. One thing we've been doing this year with our scalding water is putting a little bit of Dawn dish soap in it, and it helps break the surface tension of the water, makes your water wetter basically, so that it gets in more of the feather, right? Don't be like me and put too much in there, and then you pull out sudsy chickens. A little rinse job, and that comes right off, so not too worried about it. Just a skosh longer.
They don't pull out, dunk them again.
Right. You got wing feathers and tail feathers that are the hardest feathers to pull out. So those are always your really good test feathers. And those are kind of tough. But those easy. Yeah, we're going to roll with it. I'd rather pluck a few off by hand than deal with like torn skin and grossness. Yeah, it's fine. There's a few feathers left. But I suppose I can go through and put that in the fridge, huh? Oh, yeah. brutal little critters, aren't they? All right, who's next? Oh, you're fast. It's funny, some of these chickens sink all the way into the cones, and some of the ones, like these roosters, you almost have to have a strap holding them in there because they're so darn big.
Yeah.
Don't growl at me.
You're awfully brave.
You know what happens to chickens over here? Nothing good. They get turned into meats because we're like Arby's. We got the meats. Somebody's kind of falling down on the job here. It's hard to get everything to go quickly when your help doesn't help.
I thought I was your help.
Yeah, but I'm your help. You're my help, but I'm your help. And your help ain't helping.
And that's how a marriage works, folks.
That's right. Team effort.
Along with grandparents that watch your children.
That does help because for the first, what felt like eternity, our daughter was out here screaming and crying. Not necessarily because we were butchering the chickens, but because we were doing what she wanted to do.
Yeah, she wanted to go inside and...
So fortunately enough, Grandma lives just down the road, and she was able to come up and give us a hand and watch our children's.
Yeah, yesterday Grandma...
Town Grandma helped watch the children's.
Yeah, pick up DoorDash and all of the above.
Brought home pizza and our groceries so that we could do this, focus on this, and we had a really good system.
Yeah.
We're trying to get back into that groove. We'll get there. When you got your scald pot set right, it's really hard to beat this plucker. It just, I don't know how the other pluckers work. I mean, as far as how well they do, but this is a yard bird and it's really good. I really like it. I have found though with the yard bird plucker, and probably all of them are the same way, you need it pretty level. Otherwise, the way we had it set up before, it was kind of kicked a bit and the bird would go around and then kind of get stuck in one spot. So you're constantly having to move them, which to do it correctly, you need to shut the machine off, grab them, start the machine again and do it. So we leveled it out with some bricks and 2x6 and all that kind of stuff. And it's working really good. So look at that, like 10 seconds and she's got a quarter removed. It's all right. I think we determined it was our 5th year raising and processing our own chickens.
Yeah.
And every year we've gotten a little bit better.
Oh, we've
The first
tried
year,
some other things.
yeah, the first year we had no idea.
No, that was rough. That was a really rough year.
Yeah.
We ended up keeping a lot of the
A
hens.
lot of them. A lot of the roosters too.
They turned into
Laying hens.
laying hens, and
And that's the one cool thing, right? So if you can buy laying hens, you can buy heritage breeds, which are kind of dual purpose. And then you go to like the meat bird side of things, and they have birds like these. These are the ones we've been processing today are gray rangers, also known as kosher kings. But we've got 1 or 2 left that are red rangers. They are a slower growing bird, and they will actually, if you don't process them, it's fine.
yeah, we have some that are
Yeah, I mean, we still
3
have
years old, 4 years old.
probably just a couple years.
Well, that's what I was trying
Because
to.
they don't have the longest lifespan.
No.
They're a bigger bodied bird, so they won't live as long as, like your typical laying hen.
But they do lay really good eggs.
They do lay eggs. You're right.
They're actually really good layers.
Yeah.
And they're pretty hardy. I feel like they were because we have such rough winters.
And I mean, they're big birds.
Yeah. But like I said, if you have to, it's really not the end of the world to keep them as a laying hen.
Yeah.
And they're pretty mellow around the kids. We haven't had bad issues with them and the kids. Some hens can get territorial, and these are much fattier than the other ones.
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed with the gray rangers.
Definitely packed on more.
Yeah. Way more fat than the red rangers. Red rangers kind of, I don't know, they seem to be a longer, kind of lankier bird.
They were like a bigger bird just in general.
Maybe they needed to grow longer.
And that's what I was telling you. I think they might have needed an extra week or two. Because sometimes it's just as simple as that. It's just a couple of weeks.
I think so far, though, our best have been Murray's Big Red Broilers from Murray McMurray Hatchery.
We did really like those.
Murray's Big Red Broilers from Murray McMurray Hatchery.
Yeah.
Stellar birds. That's what we typically order. They were kind of out, but Myers Hatchery had red rangers and gray rangers, and so we bought kind of 50-50. a mix of each. About 40 birds total, I think, huh?
Kosher Kings?
Kosher Kings. That's the street name for them. That's a good picture, man.
Oh, good job.
Watch out for some. This one's butchered.
It's not. It was that little.
Oh,
No, it was a really tiny one.
interesting.
Yeah, because I think it was one that I was like, it's not even worth doing all that I'm doing.
Look at that.
Yeah. No, it was. And then you got
Tiny
this
little
one.
breast versus that one. Look at that. Bam. Big old chicken boob.
Sorry. I grabbed one. Give me a second.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. 17 packs chicken breast. Super meaty here and here.
Yeah.
I think that's
So then do you throw that away? Okay. No, that's why I'm asking.
probably use that for crab bait. The person was so inclined.
Good.
It's a sneaky little joint.
It is. It looks like it has a lot of connective tissues.
Very much so.
3 packs of 8.
Look at that. Nice boned out thigh. Not a very good butcher. Oh, boning these things out is kind of a bummer.
Very much is.
But I think it's better to do it now than later on.
Yeah.
This is the last quarter that needs to be cut. I've been doing this way too long. I found though that if you leave the thigh and the leg together, it's a lot easier to get the skin off. Then you can just peel it down, pop it off. Doesn't pop off your hand very well. Last quarter or last whatever.
Thigh. Last thigh.
Last thing. Perfect. Thanks, partner. So last year we went through and ground a bunch, and we liked it so much we did it with all of the drumsticks on this go around. We boned out all the quarters, packaged all the thighs individually, and then this is all of the
That's probably really slow.
I think it is a little light. It's pretty close. One more little bit.
One more bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. One more day.
Well, we're all done. It's been a process. It's taken us a couple weekends. Pretty much a marathon sesh this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and now today. But we're done. Got a lot of cleanup to do. But we ended up with, out of 31 birds we ended up with 108 pounds of boneless meat in the freezer, ready to cook and go. Another roughly 16 pounds of wings, which we'll eat some and hopefully turn some into crab bait and catch super awesome crabs, hopefully, maybe. And then last weekend we did 10 birds. I'm reading the script because I'm a bit fried today. So last weekend we did 10 birds, kept them whole. They averaged about 8 pounds a piece. So there's another 80 pounds. So 204 pounds total out of, was it 41 birds, 42 birds, something like that. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And we were just looking at prices. Average price for a more organic type chicken is about $6.99 to $9.99 a pound. Factor in our feed costs, the actual cost of the bird. It's kind of a wash. I still think we edged out better, but at the end of the day, we know what they ate. We know how they were taken care of. We know how they were processed. So to me, it makes it worth it, right? Plus, our kids, Junior more so than Sis, but they got to be a part of it too. They get to see where their food comes from, and it's all a learning experience. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna clean. That's not what I want to do, but all right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.